Oh, good. She left the book. Bye, Sanda. Is someone coming in? Oh, thank God. Hi. Okay. So we're going to get kicked off. We're going to start right away. We're going to bring Albert up to start us off tonight.
All right.
Yeah. Keep it going for Tess, our host. First time she's hosted ever. And she's doing a tremendously good job already. Because she brought me up without a hitch. Hey guys, how you doing? I don't care, but I just thought I'd ask so I can settle in to what I want to talk about. So, today I worked out at the gym. I got up real early, and I spent 30 minutes working on the heavy bag. Boom, boom, just punching, boom, boom, punching. And it was like boom, boom, boom. I wasn't hitting it real hard. I wasn't doing knockout punches. You know, just boom, boom, boom. Just steady movement. Boom, boom, boom. Getting the rhythm going. Boom, 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 boom. For 30 minutes. Boom, 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 boom. Then I worked up a sweat. Then I got crazy on the back. Boom, 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 boom. Just really socking the shit out of the back. Gah, 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 gah. Combinations left, right. Boom, boom. 1, 2, boom, boom, pow. Because the bag can't fight back. So, you know, kick that bag's ass every day. Beat the shit out of that bag, man. That bag doesn't stand a chance against Albert. Pop, bitch. So, it brought back memories because I used to be a competitive fighter back when I was young and dumb. So, now I'm old and smart, so I run from fights. But, here's the key. To win a fight, don't get in the fight. If you don't get in the fight, you won already. But if you have to fight, make sure you hit your opponent and your opponent doesn't hit you. And after you hit your opponent, run as fast as you can away from that fight. And if he catches up with you, punch him again and then run. Because fighting hurts everyone, man. I mean, every time you hit somebody, like I was noticing today when I was hitting the bag, I had gloves on. I can still feel the callus forming on my knuckles. You know? So it's like fighting is detrimental to your health. So run. That's my advice. Just get the fuck out of there. You know? Probably the person who's starting the shit can't run anyway. You know? They probably don't work out because people who work out don't start fights because they don't have that excess energy necessary to get involved in a fucking barroom brawl or some kind of shit like that. That's just my guess. So that's my advice. So that means you need to spend some time running. You need to spend some time running for no reason. So that if you ever have to run, you can do it. You know? That's why I punch on that bag. So I don't want to fight. But if I ever have to fight, these arms already, they know what to do. They do that shit automatically. And then, whoop, I'm out of there. Although I can't run very fast because, well, I'm fucking old. Old people don't move fast. Have you noticed that? We take our time with everything. You know why? Because you don't give a fuck. We don't give a fuck. Why the fuck would we give a fuck? We're at the tail end. We know we're going. ain't no doubt about it. Well, maybe I'll live here. Fuck, you ain't gonna live forever. We already know that shit, right? I'm in communication with the other side daily, actually. So that sounds kind of strange, doesn't it? But you know, there's a portal that leads to the other side, right? Because there's a veil that separates us from the unformed, more or less. You know, because we're all, but nothing is ever created or destroyed. So everything that was ever here is here. So we've always been here. So we're always waiting to choose someone as a portal to come through. And of course, the pussy is the portal. That's why it's so important. Because that's the only way to get here. There is no other way. That's it. You either come through the pussy or you don't come. Right?
C-section.
Oh, okay. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fucking up my theory. I had a great theory going. I was believing it. I was transfixed in it. I had people believing it, and then you had to go and throw truth in it. What the fuck? Why do I need your truth, motherfucker?
Again, I said it.
I just wanted to say pussy, that's all. Because I just like saying that word. Pussy, pussy. Oh, miho isn't here. I know 3 words of Japanese. That is, I figured it out. It's konnichiwa. That's good afternoon in Japanese. Or you could go until like about 9 o'clock. Konnichiwa. In the morning it's ohayo gozaimasu. That's good morning. How are you? Good to see you. And what did I say I was going to say? she speaks English very good. So I was going to say, あなたは英語がわかります。Pussy! I'm a genius! I came up with that punchline. Pussy all by myself! I did that shit. Yeah. 英語がわかりますか? Pussy! But my friend Miho isn't here, so I can't do that joke for her. I'll have to do it next time. Alright, so I like working out. I've lost a lot of weight. You guys didn't know me before, but you wouldn't know me if you saw me before I lost 10 pounds that I lost. It's not more than that. I lost, well, the total was probably about 200 pounds that I lost, because I kept losing the same pounds over and over because I kept cheating on the diet. So, you know, I would stay flat. But so I lost about 60 pounds because I was about 240, which was heavyweight. Boom, boom for boxing. Boom, boom, boom. But 175 is also heavyweight for boxing. And that's the weight that Muhammad Ali always fought at, 175. Boom, 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 boom. And he was a killer, man. Boom, boom, boom. Because I'm not Muhammad Ali, I'm Albert Linton. I'm not getting in the ring with any fucking body. I ain't fighting shit. But it's good to be over there, you know, to be working out. The bag, this is what I wanted to say all along. The bag is in a high traffic area. You know, if you're beating on the bag, boom, 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 boom. Everybody's coming in, everybody's going out, everybody's going to the machine or to the pool. Wherever they're going, they pass the bag. Right? So I'm beating the bag, and people walking by and looking. Boom, 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 boom. And I look at the guys like, boom, 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 boom. Mm-hmm. Boom, that'd be a ribcage, bitch. Boom, 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 right? I don't say that. I just look at them like, yeah, I'll fuck you up, nigga. and then I play it off like, oh no, I'm so tired. I'm exhausted, because I don't want them to kick my ass. Right? So I'll play it off. But that's actually what I'm thinking. And then when women walk by, I'm like, yeah, I can protect you, girl. Kick that nigga's ass if he fuck with you. I'm your protector, honey. Pow, 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 pow. Now get on this head. This one. Come on, get up. Get on this head, girl. I want to ride you on my head. This isn't being recorded, is it? Because I know they're going to send the paddy wagon for me. You guys know what a paddy wagon is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right. Because that's a really old term. Like me, really fucking old. So I'm sweating. All right, so I was working out on the bag. Boom, boom, boom. Girls come by. And yeah, I can protect you for some pussy. Bah, 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 bah. Okay, that was my new joke. Didn't go over well at all. That's okay. Some new jokes never become old jokes because they don't work the first time. So you like ditch those shits, right? Get out of here, old joke. New joke, didn't work out. So I don't like to use the shower 2 minutes at the gym. I don't, because when I go to the shower, I don't like to have on clothes. I like to be totally naked when I go to the shower. But if over there, you have to like wear your clothes to the shower and take your clothes off in front of the shower, take your shower, get out of the shower, and then put your clothes back on. Because nobody wants to see your naked body. And I'm like, it's not different from yours, bitch. It's the same thing you see every day. We're all men. What's the deal? I don't get it. So it's not very convenient. So I go home and I have like blackout curtains, right? Walk around totally naked. Not a stitch. He doesn't know. He's my roommate, but he has his own side. I just walk around my side, totally naked. Until he leaves. Then I walk around the entire house. Totally naked! Thank you. Good night. Welcome to back to the stage.
Thank you. You know, you say old people can't run, but my grandmother could book it. She had to wear those special socks that had sticky grips on the bottom so the hospital knew that she was a runner. Yeah. I also don't know if I'd want my protector to be someone who threw a punch and then ran away. Not exactly what I'm looking for in a guy. Okay. Then I guess next we'll bring up Lenny. Lenny?
Woohoo! Lenny!
What's
sucking this chick's tits, right? And I was like, yeah, there's something very, very, very peculiar happening, right? I look up and she's on her fucking phone. I was like, oh, you maybe pay a little attention to what's going on right here. And, there's something still, very peculiar woman. Said something even weirder. She said, everyone, get in here. Lenny just said his first words. All right, maybe not that original. Shit. High school, my teacher told me a picture's worth 1,000 words. And then he asked for a 2,000-word essay. So I sent him 2 pictures. And he was outraged. So he expected a response back. Did I even get to the punchline for that one? I would have completely fucked that up. He was outraged. And he needed half. And he said he needed a explanation. An explanation in the form of a 500-word essay. So I sent him half a picture. All right. Fair enough. I think a lot of the problems with humanity is that, people only think binarily instead of trinarily, whatever, okay? You gotta remember, the 3 is a sacred number. It's the Holy Trinity, not the Holy Duality. You ask most people how many eyes they have, they'd say 2. We really have 3. You just gotta learn to look through your third eye. People who have 3 eyes will realize the truth. People who have 2 just won't. People who have 1 eye are people who complain about comedy. They don't have any fucking depth perception. But 3 is a very, very important number. The 3 laws of physics, 1/3 planet from the sun. Could go on and on and on. Just gotta understand, you ask most people how many genders are, they might say 2. That's incorrect. There's 3. It aligns with our global position in the solar system. You think about it, Venus is if you look at the sign for Venus, is the female sign, Venus being the Roman god of femininity. Mars, the god of masculinity, has a male sign. The Roman god of masculinity, Mars. Right in between is Earth. An Earth sign looks like an intersection, like intersex. So we're a 3rd gender of planet, bitches. Kinda stupid, but alright. There's a lot to this 3 shit though. What's this? There are 3 laws of physics. And 3 laws of physics will tell you what's the strongest shape there is. It's a triangle, which has 3 points. And a triangle in 3 dimensions that we live in is what? A pyramid. And how many great pyramids are there? Anyone want to take a guess? I told you it was on to something. I don't know what's going to go after this. What didn't I cover? 3 is a sacred number. Okay, 3 colors. Alright, I'm just gonna learn time back to the room. Good night.
Honey, I think you have 4 eyes.
I'll think of
I
this.
have no idea what you were talking about. Moving right along, we're gonna bring up Brandon. I don't know who you are. Brandon?
Right. I gotta pee too.
Oh, shit.
It's right when I gotta pee, I'm like, should I go first or is she gonna call my name? Oh god, this is so hard. You totally got bumped, dude, sorry.
No, it's good.
Okay, sorry for bringing that up then.
I need to pee.
Oh, you son of a... How dare you do what I want to do. Alright, this has gotten off to a good start here, guys. 3 blind mice, huh? 3 musket... When I was a kid, I wasn't allowed to have candy because I was too hyper. My parents said it's because I had ADHD. I think it's because they wanted me to secretly get kidnapped. Because, I had to go out and search for candy. I didn't have my own candy. I had to go to the neighbor's house and, hey, can I come in here, play a little bit inside in the house? Can I come in your scary house by myself? In your scary house by myself? You know what kids don't get kidnapped? Kids that got their own fucking stash of candy. I had ADHD, sure, but I think my mom wanted me to get out of there forever. I was a burden to her. Daycare's not cheap. Yeah, you can't have any candy for Halloween, but go and explore the neighborhood. Why don't you? Oh, it's okay.
Damn.
Taking candy from a baby's supposed to be easy. You ever tried taking candy from a baby? It's hard. They got fucking tight grips, man. Oh my god. And they like candy, come to find out. You know what would be easier than taking candy from a baby? Broccoli, I think. I don't know. Any vegetable, really. Anything. Candy's the one thing kids really are addicted to. Babies, they don't know any better. They have what the fuck is this shit? They have one lick and they're addicted. Take broccoli from a cat. Come on in, you little pisser. You little pee person. Little person who gets to pee. I'll wait for my turn. Alright, taking candy from a baby's. I'm gonna catch you back up. Taking candy from a baby's supposed to be easy. I say nay nay. Taking broccoli would be easy. Taking broccoli. Okay, taking like an onion from a baby would be so easy. You take candy from a baby, they're gonna cry. You take an onion from a baby, he'll actually stop crying. Because onions make you cry. Anyway, I didn't have a lot of friends growing up. I had to hang out with my grandma a lot. Old granny. I'll admit. I can share with you guys a little bit about myself. I was not good to animals. I used to chase my grandma's cat around the house with the vacuum cleaner because it made me happy inside. I don't know why. It brought joy in my life and I didn't have any. So I would chase her around and then because I had the extension on and I'd be like, and the cow would I had the extension on the hose, and I'd be like, wait, you're not hiding from me. Under that couch, I think not. Meow, meow, meow. Zoom, 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 zoom. That's a vacuum noise. Anyway, the cat would run a lot from me. My grandma, can I clean your house? Sure, go right ahead, but where's my... So my grandma's cat was named Snowflake. And it was right at that time when Ace Ventura was out there. Ace Ventura, this is the pet detective. So anyway, the name of the dolphin that went missing was Snowflake. And it was perfect for me because I'd come in the room and then my grandma would be like, where's Snowflake? Where's my baby? And I'd be like, I'd do the whole scene from Ace Ventura. I'd be like, why do you want to talk to Snowflake? You know him? I should call you at home. Do you have a toy, something? To train the dolphins, you must learn to sing like the dolphin. You must be getting inside the dolphin's head. That's communicating. I'm saying to Snowflake, and say a sign to me. And says up on the baby. And my grandma would just look at me really weird. She'd be like, whatever's wrong with you, Brandon, it's probably hard to pronounce. So that was my childhood. I beat the bed until I was about 14. I can talk about it now. This guy's cool. Peter! Anyway, sorry for lashing out at you. I had to take a lot of baths growing up because I beat the bed and I would take a bath. And that's just my routine. Sometimes I'd mix it up and because it got boring. And I'd have like cold baths and I'd throw my goldfish in there with me. And then I would swim around with my goldfish. And then they would go and they'd tickle my balls. And I was so young and fragile and I didn't know anything about sex or nothing like that. They'd be in there swimming around and tickling my balls. And anyway, now I got a fish fetish and I like it when the girls say, trying to tickle my balls and I'm a flounder. I'm just kidding. My dad used to hit me. I like it rough. What's your name, Mikhail? Mikhail?
Yeah, Miska.
Fuck, I was way rough, way
That's
off.
good.
So I like rough sex, Mishka. I don't know where to go from here, actually. I forgot what I was gonna do. No, that's great. I relate to like a wobbly table. Cause like, I'm used to being unstable and people yelling at me and getting angry at me and looking down at me. And I gotta find myself a folded coaster girlfriend. Deuce, bro. Alright, I'm just gonna try something new. Oh, okay, my last name's Rumfelt. It's like Rumfelt, and I'm trying to think, like, my ancestors were pirates, probably. Because, you know, rum, and then it's like, oh, what's ye name? And then he's like, oh. Fucking Rumfelt, bro. You know? And so that's how I got, my last name was from a drunken. The thing is it's hard to, like, call on my ancestors in spirit, you know, like, because I want to. Because if I have a tough choice to make, I'm sure I'm going to get really bad drunk advice from my ancestors, you know. Well, anyway, you know, my whole family were alcoholics. You know, my dad, he was a very crafty alcoholic, you know. He could take a potato and turn that into moonshine. And he could take that moonshine and turn that into child abuse. It was very strange growing up with him. You know, he was an electrician too. It was like he always had to like wake up before everybody, like my mom. He always made it a point to wake up in the morning before my mom. It's like he just loved to beat my mom up. I don't know. Anyway, he was an electrician, and it was weird because he's probably the only electrician I know who's ever been charged with battery. Yeah, very strange. Alright. So that's my Rumfelt. You drink rum and you feel it. That's my last name. I'm gonna leave the stage now because I really have to pee. So thank you guys very much for having me.
She did not do it for she was supposed to use it for the fundraising, and she did, and I don't want to waste it.
Brandon.
Take it back.
Yes, I am. I know she did. Okay, I'll see
Brandon has like the perfect origin story to become Willy Wonka.
Can I take that?
He had candy, tortured animals. Just remember the squirrels.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, we only got one other person besides me, so Mishka, you
Yes.
want to get up here?
Yes.
Are you empty?
I can't turn it off. It's got to be you, Tess.
It's gotta be me.
Yeah.
Okay, give me a second. I need my phone. Okay. Hello. Pretend like I've just gotten up here. Okay. I meant to come last week, but Halloween was a couple weekends ago, right? Yeah. Did you guys do something? Everyone have a good Halloween weekend? Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah. I was supposed to have a good Halloween weekend. I had a couple parties planned. I had a couple good costumes. Do you guys remember Kim Possible?
Yeah.
Yeah. No? 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 Oh, God.
Yeah.
She was a teenager, but she was also a spy. And her best friend was clumsy. That was kind of their defining features. And her best friend had a naked mole rat named Rufus. I was going to dress as Rufus, the naked mole rat, for Halloween. The night we were getting ready for our party, my roommate and I heard someone screaming outside, like on the street, like fully it sounded like a woman was being murdered on the street outside on Halloween weekend. And so we ran out to our balcony, and on the side of the building, a crow had gotten caught on the netting of someone's balcony. And while we watched, it fell 2 stories and broke its wing, like visibly broke its wing. And so we ran outside, and I called my sister, who's a bird researcher, conveniently. And I was like, what should we do? And she was like, you've got to take it inside. So we bundled this bird up in one of my best towels. I only have nice towels because I'm at the point in adulthood where I don't have very many towels. You know, like, I'm not at the point where I have good towels and bad towels. I only own 2 towels, and they're both pretty good towels. So we put the crow in this towel. And I'm not going to leave it on the street because I don't know what they feed the rats in LA, but, Crow? Yeah, like, I wasn't about to leave this injured crow on the ground for some, like, roid rage rat that's going to eat it for dinner. So we take it inside. Come on back. Did you pee?
Oh, man.
Yeah? How long?
Exact amount of time I was gone.
Jesus, okay. We're rescuing a crow. We bring the crow inside, and we're calling all the clinics. Nothing's open on Halloween weekend. We get one clinic that takes our call. And it wasn't good news. He was like, the crow has to die. And he was like, the options are you can bring it in tomorrow morning when we're fully staffed, and it'll be euthanized. Or you can bring it in tonight, and it'll be executed by firearm. And we were like, well, how quickly does it die if you execute it by firearm? And he was like, it really depends on who's shooting. I was like, do you have a good shot on tonight? And he was like, yeah, I got pretty good aim. I was like, why is aim a part of this conversation? It's not a moving target. The thing is in a box. Like, I'm picturing him standing across the room from it. Like, God damn it. I mean, the crow is injured, okay? We're not equipped to handle this. Like, we're just not the right people for this. So the crow, we box it up and we put it in the car and we drive it to the clinic. And we name it William. Because I don't think anyone deserves to die nameless. And William is just not doing well the whole ride. He's screaming and he's suffering and our hearts are breaking. And we get to the clinic and we get out of the car and we go up to the door, we ring the doorbell and we're like, we should check on William one last time before we say goodbye. William is not moving. William has died on the trip over to the clinic. And the executioner, opens the door and we're like, the bird is dead. And he kind of just shakes the box and is like, nah, yeah, I'll throw it in the freezer for you. You don't want your towel back, right? It was a good towel. It was a good towel. But William was a good bird. And I'm glad, but my dad told me after the fact that crows will actually take care of each other. If one is injured, they'll protect it and they'll feed it. And so, like many others in my life, I think it would have been better had I not intervened with William. But I think it's kind of important for these things to happen. Like, I think, especially for kids, death of a pet or an animal is kind of like the first time you learn and understand what death is, without having to, like, lose your grandma. And I had a lot of pets growing up. We had a lot of little critters. We had a lot of rats for pets when I was a kid. And as is to be expected, a rat got taken to show and tell when we were growing up. And Arthur was never really the same after show and tell. Kindergarten changes you. Because Arthur was taken out of his cage, and Arthur was passed around, and Arthur was squeezed one too many times. And when Arthur came home, he wasn't the same rat as before. And a few days later, we woke up to find Arthur dead, hanging from his teeth from the top of the cage. And that was when I learned what suicide was. And a couple years later, I brought a rat out during a dinner party, and he got passed around by my parents, very drunk friends. And my rat got his balls squeezed by my father's friend. And that was the night I learned about sexual assault. And that's my set for tonight. Thank you guys. And we're gonna close with Mishka. No?
Thank you. Tess, right?
It's Tess.
Tess. Thank you. Did you turn the stream off?
Yes.
Thank you, because I'm so bad. I didn't want it to be